So Max and Volkanovski has been officially announced. Now, that was a little bit news to me, only in the regard that I thought that fight was announced 6 weeks ago. I knew about it 6 weeks ago. I haven't talked to Max or Volkan. I knew that fight was happening. I feel like all of you guys, right? We knew that fight was happening, but that fight is really interesting to me, and here's why. When you have a guy as dominant as Max, who really isn't losing very many rounds, I mean, to go up and find somebody that can beat him, you got to change weight classes. When you have a guy that good, he's got to change weight classes to find searching for some level of competition. There's a storyline that's built in where, yes, you do want to see greatness. Excuse me. You do want to see somebody who is just really good. But you need a compelling reason to believe that he is up against something he's never faced before. Even if you believe he's going to win, it's helpful for the psychology of the fan to believe that he's going to have an obstacle or a challenge that he hasn't been confronted with before. That's hard to do with Max. He's taken on the world's best grapplers. He's taken on the world's best strikers. He's taken on great competitors that are just dog tough and can push hard. One of the intangibles that you guys love to talk about. But Volkanovski brings something to the table that Max has never dealt with before, but I've also never seen it brought to the table. I'm talking about pure strength. I have never seen a fight built around, can the champion deal with the strength of his opponent? And the reason Max has never fought anybody as strong as Volkanovski, where I can tell you that for sure, he never been in there with anyone as strong as Volkanovski. There's never been anybody in the division as strong as Volkanovski. Volkanovski used to weigh 96 kilograms. To put that in American terms for you, 214 pounds, roughly. That was off the top of my head. Might be as low as 211 pounds. You get the point. He's all the way down to 145. This guy is a muscle shark to the highest of levels. Now, that's before I even start talking about his skills, his durability, how much he wants to win, his scrambling, his conditioning, before I even get into that. And the reason why I don't think that's the X's and O's of the fight, I've seen Max in there with guys that can do that. Never seen Max in there with somebody that's strong. Aldo, who is anything but weak, had a trouble with Volkanovski's strength. Chad Mendes, who's anything but, we take one look at Chad Mendes, right? He looks like he's carved out of stone, had trouble with Volkanovski's strength. It's a very interesting storyline, particularly when you look at a top former number one contender in Chad Mendes, top world champion who was undefeated for 11 years, most decorated, most successful featherweight of all time, in Jose Aldo. And they both struggled with strength. Not generally something we see in the sport. Dated all the way back to 1993, one of Royce Gracie's original arguments was strength does not matter. Size does not matter. It's all in the technique. That is ingrained in us. But when you have a guy that is just simply at a superhuman level of any skill, speed, strength, whatever it is, but he's not like a normal being, practice partner, opponent, it brings something worth talking about, and it definitely brings something worth seeing.